Hello. Whoa. Try that again. Hello. My voice is feeling a little weird. I don't know. I haven't really talked much today, so maybe that's it. Waxplat already in the chat. Hello. So I feel like I need to cough, so I'm just going to mute for a second. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little better. I just need to do that. Clear my throat a bit. Like I said, I haven't really done much talking today. No big meetings that I was speaking in, at least for the last 4 or 5 hours. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Anyway, hello, welcome. I know David should be joining us. St-Cyr should be joining us at some point. And Matt is not joining us. He is deciding to go into a different chat about hats. So apparently he has decided that hats are more important than us. Do I blame him? Not really. He's also enthused about hats, and apparently there's drama in the hat world. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means that people are wearing the hats wrong or something. I have no idea. But anyway, apparently there's drama in the hat world. So Matt will be attending to that. And sorry, I'm just tidying up my desk as I'm looking around and talking. Anyway, so yeah. CBBs. Oh yeah, you said CCBs. I didn't even realize that. Canadian content builders. No. We don't build content. Canadian brick builders, yes. And boo to Matt. Agreed. Yeah, so I hope Dave shows up because Dave loves his favorite topic on our chats is to rant about Lego's profits. And they have done it once again. So, which, go figure. I'm not really sure what last year's or what the last half year was. It would be interesting. It would be interesting to see how they compare, if it's dropped or if it's gotten higher or what. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah. I've had a fairly quiet Lego week. I did build the you can kind of see it here, the castle set, the castle town square. That was my birthday present back in February. I finally got a chance to build it this weekend. And I've been restocking my Lego store, my Bricklink shop. One of the things I restocked was 5 of this box in the back here. 5 sets of it to 4628, I think is the number, which is a bunch of basic brick, which is always great to have. It was in my Bricklink store as full sets for like $50 a pop, and they weren't really moving. I mean, I've only had them in my store for 2 months, but they weren't really moving, and I wanted to do a part out of a bunch of sets that I had collected. So I figured, you know what, I'll just add those to my store. They're technically worth more money as parts than they are as sets themselves. There's a few other sets I've seen in my store too that I might do the same. But anyways, again, my voice is just feeling weird. It feels a little grainy. I don't know what the word is. Hold on. Hopefully not coming down with something. Maybe it was just liquid because it feels a little better now. Gearing up for September. I would love to, but I am heading to Denmark and Germany mid-September. Well, the 18th or 19th of September. So I'm not going to have time to. Look who's decided to maybe join in. There he is. Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, it's working. Too bad. I mean, good. Let's move you over here and me over here. There we go. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. My voice has been a little cracky or weird for the past little while. So
COVID's been going around. So
don't even start with that. No, I accept that. I haven't really been out seeing people for the past little while,
okay.
Other than my girlfriend on the weekend. So,
Because I had a colleague who came back. She was on vacation and she flew away to Europe because she's originally from the UK, and she came back and
yeah.
she was definitely having had
Oh,
COVID.
Jesus.
So,
Yeah.
but to her defense, she took like 4 planes, and there were kids
Wow.
coughing, and
Wow. That's crazy for sure. So I just had, uh, we should talk about the tariff stuff at some point. Did we talk about the tariffs last week? I don't remember.
no, we didn't.
Okay. I just had someone that asked me for pictures of a set of instructions, so I gladly sent them some pictures, and they just replied back. I saw it pop up in my email quickly saying, um, "I'm in the U.S. I see you don't ship there. Can you send me a bypass code?" And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, but anyways, because I stopped shipping to the U.S. last week because of the tariff stuff, where yes, I could ship to the U.S., but it's going to cost everybody a lot of money to do it. So
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking forward to the Günzburg factory store. Yes, especially since the other piece of news this week, because of the tariff thing, that Lego shut down standard orders for U.S. and Canada because we're in the same system, is my assumption still. So yeah, technically, I'm not. I don't know that I'm planning to build much this next couple of weeks, but it might become a source of I need parts, so I'll go there. I don't know.
The worst
Depends
part
on.
is that I had like more than $100 worth of parts in my
Mm,
my in
yeah,
my cart,
yeah,
and but I didn't press the button, and
yeah.
now it's too late.
And it's disappeared. Like if the standard parts are wiped out, well, I think they're wiped out from our cards. So unless there's some, I should maybe see if there's a cookie stored on the site that has, um, they're stored on my computer that has the actual other parts. Because I did the same thing. There was, I think I talked about it last week. Lego had issued or created those figure packs for castle characters, and there was the
Yeah,
magenta female girl thingy.
yeah.
And I was going to grab 5 of those, like a set of 5, and 80% of the parts are from standard and or are bestsellers. The other 10 are standard, or the other 20. My math is bad today. So I had that in my cart. I had a few other things in my cart. So now I'm like, oh crap, what can
Oh,
you do, right? So,
yep. Yeah,
but
so I might end up ordering these parts from Bricklink instead, and not from US stores.
yeah, yeah, Brooklyn, Canada, or the rest of the world. Yeah. So, um, yeah, it's what can we do, right? Like it's good for Bricklink sellers, but
Well,
like
outside
closing.
of the US,
Well, yeah, closing
probably.
my store or not shipping to the U.S. Is 21% based on my history of sales. That's 21% of my business is U.S. sales, right? So
Yeah.
that's a big enough chunk, a fifth of the business type thing. Not like it's a business, but you know what I mean. So, um, so yeah, I don't know. It's weird,
Well,
weird times.
it's weird times, but like you said, on the other hand, what can we do? Because
Mhm.
we don't even get a vote in this. We don't
Yeah,
even get a like a voice. We get a voice. We can comment on it. We can say that the stupid king south of the border is just a madman, and the the GOP is just made up of MAGA supporters now, or wimps and cowards who won't face him,
yeah,
and the Democrats are leaderless and pointless and can't organize any kind of resistance. But
yeah,
we that's all we can do. We
yeah.
just have we can
Um,
only tell
my
our
only my,
opinion, and
my only comment to that whole thing, because I don't want to get too political, but someone in one of my other chats mentioned, we were talking about how horrible this stuff was, and they said randomly, remember when you used to walk by like dog poop that was on the side of the road and it was white and it returned white, and that's all they wrote. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. But then I replied back, now it turns orange. Anyways, because orange for yeah.
remember the time when we thought George W. Bush was the worst president of the
I
United States?
honestly I never followed politics enough at that point or now probably to think that, but I know some did, obviously. So anyway, yeah. So, Dave, how have you been?
I've been good. I won a third cup last night.
A
Third
third
cup
cup.
in a
Oh,
row.
thanh you for the reminder.
Third cup in a row. Yeah,
I
I'm
did not
talking
pull that
about
up yet.
hockey. I'm talking about hockey, of course. I won the cup in summer 2024. Won the cup again for the fall, winter season, and that was the ultimate cup because we get to play all the other teams that are in our category. And again, last night with my team from the summer 2025, won the cup again. And this time it was sweeter because I actually got traded the third of the season in to this team. Yes, which I got traded from the worst team because didn't get a win uh, when I got traded to the best team, and so I was like the the bad player being traded to the good team,
Yeah.
and we won the cup against my old team. So
So, and Dave posted this picture. Well, not this picture. Uh, the past few days, I just happened to go to notice it because I saw you had posted something, and I saw that this popped up. So of course I had to alter it to go with the one for the past few years, the Omnithopter and the helicopter set. But Lego, the best helicopter I could find this year was this
and,
three in
and
one.
and like I said in our private chat, I saw that exact set in
Yeah.
Costco this Sunday, and it's not that big.
Do you think this set was that big either?
No.
Obviously, I just resized it to fit over the cup. Although this one, you had a better handhold on the set here, so I was able to do a little bit more fun editing. But anyways, yeah. So
So yeah,
um,
that's what I've been up to. Otherwise, Lego wise, haven't done much stuff. Like I tweaked my the mug that I did and presented on Dave's space base
yeah,
at Bricomanie. So did a little rebuilding there, mostly in the cockpit because I wasn't satisfied with all the controls. Plus,
yeah.
uh, I got an order from Sticky Bricket, uh,
Okay.
uh, which are produced by Richard Roebuck, and yeah, so I love his stickers, and so I got a bunch of
Oh,
stickers, the control stickers, the classic spade control stickers, and a bunch of Black Trump stickers too. So
cool.
put some stickers in instead, and it's much better now. So
Yeah.
I actually took pictures today while I was uploading some work that I've done today, and while I was uploading because it was it was a video was taking a long time, so I took some pictures of my mug. I'm gonna post them right after the show, so
Cool.
uh,
Cool.
they'll be up
Um,
on the internets.
I
And that's
was
about it. Otherwise, Lego wise, I haven't done
yeah.
much. Uh, Jacob hasn't even started dismantling his Clone War base and resorting the bricks. So, and he's starting school not tomorrow but on Friday.
Okay.
Um, Isaac is starting tomorrow, and
Hmm.
Natalia is already back in school. So, yeah, slowly getting back into our little routine.
Yeah. My daughter goes back on Tuesday of next week because that's when her school starts for them. But it's her last year too, so at least of high school. So it's kind of scary. But I was
They
happy
grow
today.
up so fast.
They do. I was happy today because I got two standard orders in on the same day, and I'm pretty sure I ordered them a few more than a few days apart. And I've got pictures of the parts. So I've got them here too. But I was also sad though because I realized that that's probably the last standard order we'll get for a while, and I was like, oh. But I did get the little dumpling piece, and David has some Doritos, of course, because I was gonna grab some, but mine are all stale, and we were pulling out the Doritos because Matt's not here, and we were saying he's gonna miss all the fun of eating Doritos and
Yep.
stuff. So um,
So yeah,
yeah,
when I have nothing to say, I'm gonna eat a Doritos instead.
Yeah, we are doing good considering. But also
Considering Lego is cutting us off.
Legos. Well,
Why?
okay. So I'm assuming Lego, like from Bricks and Pieces, I'm assuming it's because of the fact that it's just they built that their platform on U.S. and Canada being one market, and they can't just shut it off for one and not have it go for the other. Hopefully, they're working on a fix to open it back up for Canada. Hopefully, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the Discord channel for Bricks and Pieces in the past few days to see since it happened. I did read it since it happened, but I didn't read it like
And and,
yesterday.
and like they were, Dana was pointing out um, during the Old Gray Brick stream
Hmm.
on Monday.
Yeah,
There's a good chance that they're gonna not ship any parts to the Chicago plant.
I actually said that on that
You
day.
you
But
said
anyway,
that?
yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
I was thinking if like obviously bestsellers is still going, but yeah, if they've cut off the standard, I mean, Lego is going to be shipping more than $800 worth of product to their warehouse in Chicago, so maybe that's not necessarily an issue. But I would be surprised if the stock levels in Chicago dropped as well as people are
yeah,
using
because
up the bricks.
if they ship things to their warehouse in the United States, they're gonna have to pay a tariff.
Yeah,
And I, I'm 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 understanding why they shut down the the standard orders for the US because they don't
mhm.
want customers to be
Yeah, to get
imposed with like
with
40
huge tariffs or
use tariffs,
yeah.
but I don't think they want to pay their that tariff either.
No, they
And
don't.
like you said, they're not gonna ship
Yeah.
only $800 worth of
Yeah,
parts.
and
Honestly,
just for the reference, the U.S. has had a rule that says anything shipped into the United States valued under $800, you didn't have to pay any taxes on or any duties or tariffs or anything like that. So
duties.
that's recently been rescinded, and most of the postal services don't have the ability because the government of the states is saying that the duty has to be charged at the point of sale, not when it enters the country. So most systems are not set up to handle doing like that type of taxing when you go to the post office and send it in. Couriers can do it, but couriers are a lot more expensive, and
Yeah,
couriers charge more as a fee
yeah,
to actually do
and
that. So
and the worst part is that the fee is usually way worse than the duties you have to pay. So
yeah, yeah. Wax Splat's got it too. Same thing. Um, so I mean, Canada Post can't handle it. The German Postal Service or the DHL, they can't do it at that point. So a lot of things can't, and a lot of people are just like, you know what, we're just not shipping. You can still ship premium services like the higher level shipping costs,
mm,
or the express shipping or whatever you want to call it. For some carriers, are still going through, but you're obviously going to get charged for
yeah,
more for that. So
but that's gonna be a problem. I think it at some point people in the states will wake up and say, "Hey, where's
well,
my how can I how come I cannot order from Timu anymore?"
yeah.
Well, because of
Um,
that.
yeah, I mean, the hope is that all the AFOLs in America realize what's going on and rebel and take down the government. No, because that's only it's like you took away our
No, it's
standard.
it's good. Probably it's probably gonna be the Timu moms
Yeah.
before the AFOLs.
Timu people, Timu shoppers. Let's say it that way, because let's not offend everybody. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a weird week. I just my chimney. I had my chimney repaired 5 years ago, where they just filled in the concrete, basically straightened the chimney up a bit, which was great. But my the capstone on like the top stone on the chimney was cracking, and the guy said, "Do you want me to replace this as well?" While he was up on the roof, and while I had already spent a bunch of money, and he's like, "It'll be $1,000, $1,500, whatever." I think it was 1,000 at the time, and I was like, "Is it okay for a little while?" And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible." But then COVID hit, And 5 years later, I now have to get that stone replaced, and it's basically the one guy I had a guy come in today to look at it, and the quote I got to repair the chimney because he said he has to take it down to the house level and rebuild it is like $8,500. And I'm
Wow!
like,
What?
so I have another person coming in on
So
Saturday, so hopefully it's going to be a hell of a lot less. But I
to
mean,
save a thousand or
well,
$1,500
back then,
back
but
then.
honestly, he was he when he looked at it, and it makes sense. He when he looked at it, he said they just filled the cracks in. They didn't actually fix anything. They just made it look pretty.
Okay.
But the water has been leaking into the chimney for so long that like all the old mortar is falling apart or is crumbling. The
Mhm.
bricks are still good, but the mortar is crumbling. So they just covered that up instead of actually fixing it. Yeah, as
But
Waxbat says.
shouldn't
What? Huh?
shouldn't be cheaper to just take it down, Jeff?
Well, the problem is it's being used like it's still got a pipe in it. So I could ask that as well.
Because I
Um,
had mine taken down while I was redoing my basement.
yeah,
I had a chimney and I had a fireplace there that I never used and didn't
yeah,
because it wasn't too cold when
yeah, yeah,
I bought the house,
yeah.
and the fireplace was actually disconnected from the chimney, and I never used it, and it was just taking space. So when I redid the whole basement after
Mhm.
being flooded, I
Yeah.
just I just told the guy, yeah, just take it apart, and so they took out. Well, it
What's
wasn't
right?
like a brick. It wasn't a brick chimney, so it was easier. It was just like
Oh, a
that
stovepipe
metal,
type thing. Yeah. Okay.
just
Yeah. I mean,
metal pipe thing. So, but they still had to like to fix the that roof part, but
yeah,
they
yeah,
just took out that metal thing and drove off with the with the fireplace and
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mine is a full brick chimney, and I when he was up there, he's like, yeah, your fireplace is capped off. There's a metal like piece on top of the fireplace, and there's like it's got three stacks, and the third stack is probably from the oil heater that used to be in the house way before I was living here. And the third stack is where my water heater is venting out from. So maybe if I get the water heater rerouted, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe if I get the water heater venting out from not from my chimney, or maybe they can just vent it out to the roof level. I don't know, but yeah, yes, and the forgot the fish for the water.
what?
If you don't know what that's from, I look up Angus McLean on Instagram.
Very
He's doing
funny.
some fun Lego
And now
content.
he's doing the s- the space bug, but not buggy, but
The space
space
yeah,
cars. The
car
space
thing, yeah.
cars thing, yeah.
Based on the set that's or based on the gift with purchase. No,
Yeah. Yeah, it was a gift with purchase.
was it a gift with purchase or was it
Yeah.
a reward center?
It
No,
was
it's
a
a
gift
reward
with
center.
purchase. Really? I
I
think
think
it
it's
was a
reward
gift with
center.
purchase.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I want to know. Um,
Jeff's wants to
I'm
know.
not sharing yet, but I will in a second.
But yeah, so very funny now. So you started out with the Blacktron thing, the Blacktron Renegade, and made it like a 30, I think, or
Yeah,
50 modules,
yeah. Here it is.
and now he's moving
20
on to space cars.
2,500 insider rewards.
Okay,
So
yeah, but it's not because it's on the reward center now that it wasn't a gift with
it
purchase.
wasn't a gift with purchase.
You're sure?
I'm
I think it
positive.
was a, I think it was a gift with purchase.
I am positive. Um,
Anyway, he did a bunch of space cars in different themes. He did Amtron, Space Police 2, Space Police 1. He did, and now he's getting more original. I especially adored the Galley Door space car. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah,
that was hilarious.
yeah. I don't know. I can't get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna pull up the. There's no volume playing, but just yeah, based on the original one, he built a few others. It's fun.
Lugtron,
Yeah.
which is especially appealing to us Canadians.
Yep. That is true. So
So yeah,
yeah,
look it up. He's very funny. He's
yeah.
the one who actually directed the trying to find
What, Lightyear.
Lightyear. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Lightyear movie. So
which is funny because I actually have. Hold on, let's grab. Literally right behind me. I just recently moved the sets because one of them started like I bought all
woohoo!
these little sets because this one I kept on hitting it walking past something, and this one came off from its backing. But Chris a while ago had taken these and built larger scale vehicles, like Lego versions, and I was kind of interested in trying that too. So I ended up picking them all up, and I've never done anything with it. So maybe that's a project. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but I was gonna say something else too. I forgot what it was. Yeah.
and
Um,
and Dave Cowdis has been making a lot of wrap up videos about Brickleman.
yeah,
He's up to 7 now.
yeah. I think he's done now. I think that's what he kind of said. He did his last one, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. I know he's camping right now, so I'm not sure if there's anything else in the queue. But yeah, he was. His wife posted some pictures of them in a forest. So and he had mentioned camping, so I'm assuming that's where he is.
Is he
So
burning again? Is he burning Lego boxes again?
maybe.
So that people
What
think
would it be this time? Blacktron boxes? I think he only got one of them. So, but
so people can again be in a uproar.
yeah,
You're burning boxes. It's his boxes. It's like his base plate.
yeah, exactly. It's his. Deal with
It
it.
is his.
Um, I have a few photos of what I did. So I mentioned earlier. Yeah, let's go back to that view. Where's that view? I mentioned earlier I'd been working on the Lego medieval city set.
Ooh,
So I worked on that on
freaky.
the weekend with my girlfriend, um, which is it was a good build. Although I'm not a huge fan of the way they've done all the thatch roofing. I know that's the new way, but I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I'm not a big fan of it
Why? Because it.
because it's too uniform. Even though they put these other pieces in, it's just I don't know. I think it's too uniform. Now, looking at this roof from far away, because it's kind of right over there, it does look better from far away. But from close up, it's just kind of I don't know. Um,
Okay.
but yeah,
But it can
and
work on your castle because
yeah,
everybody's
well,
far away.
yeah, my castle's still in the sunroom, so I need to start working on that as well. As I mentioned earlier, that I was going through my Bricklink store and I reorganized a bit and added a bunch of new sets. And I saw this tile, and I thought, huh, maybe these could be snow related. I mean, they're not snowflakes, but I could maybe use them just because it got the kind of the right colors.
Winter is
So
coming.
yeah, winter is coming. So and I'm thinking like at some point I want to work on that castle faction for the Winter Knights dudes. So yeah, I taken a picture of that just to send it. My bricks and pieces orders that came in.
Woohoo.
One of them came with one of them came with 5 little dumplings.
Hmm.
Um, so because I went to some of the dumpling pieces because I didn't get any. This one was basically dark red, even though it looks brown.
Oh,
That's dark
you
red.
were hungry when you
I was
ordered.
what?
You were hungry when you ordered, and
Well, that was just a part that was available, but yeah, I ordered dark
oh, we
red.
used the dumplings. Hmm.
I
Add to
ordered
cart.
I ordered the dark red corners and 75-degree slopes, as well as um, the this guy, the angled corner, just because I want to build a few more tents for the castle, and then these are light gray wedge plates or the yeah, light gray non cheese graters, if you will.
I just
Um,
saw
and
a
sorry,
comment. I just saw it.
someone took a dump. Yeah. Yeah, Frozen Ninja Stars. I honestly don't know what that part is. I'll be honest. I just saw it and I'm like, oh, and it was in my inventory, so I put it in my store or my I put it in my one of the what do you call it, stock rooms so that it doesn't sell, and I'll see if I use it. But also this blue piece, which spoiler is in both of my orders. I know I ordered some for myself, and then Dave, I was Dave was talking about the cake topper in one of his videos, and I thought, oh, that piece might be handy for him, so I ended up ordering some for him, um, which which are in here. And this is just a blue tile, and then this the transparent canopy dude.
Blue tile,
That's
blue tile.
yeah. Well, and
What
I'd
have you
ordered.
done?
I was low on blue tiles, so I had ordered some more, and that was the residual. The stuff I got, other stuff I had gotten through Bricks and Pieces already, or through the
Obi-Wan
standard list.
Kenobi.
Oh, and I got something for myself today as well. I ordered a new phone because mine's not necessarily starting to die, but the deal was good enough that it's like I need to replace mine probably at the end of the year anyhow. So,
Hmm,
um, so
a new
I
Google phone.
splurged a new Google phone. Yes. So I splurged, but that was basically what I my week. It's very non. Whoops, wrong. But I didn't even know we could do that. Spotlight. Huh. I guess I did know we could do that. But yeah, very quiet week, I guess. But busy because I was reorganizing my store. I think on the last week I had showed that I had an empty shelf where I threw 12 of those bins that are right behind your you in there. So I've now basically gotten an extra. Well, I've gotten a lot more storage space for my stuff, so all my bins are not packed full now. They're a little bit lighter and easier to manage. So, but yeah, that took the good part of 3 or 4 days to reorganize. So yeah, should we hop into the news?
Yes. And by the way, Matt
Yeah.
is not joining us
Yes.
because of a hat drama, apparently.
Hat drama. Yes. I
So
mentioned
Matt
that as well
has
earlier, but
taking the side of hats
well,
instead of Lego.
Matt is becoming a little more popular in the hat world. He's been on a few of the hat chats that one of said someone was running, and there was one tonight, and yeah, something about drama and people being kicked off. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's more exciting than what we're doing, so meh, whatever. That's 2 weeks in a row Matt's missed though, so I don't know
And
what
he's missing
we'll have to do
Doritos.
to it. We'll have to throw Doritos. We'll have to. Oh, you know what? I'll just send him my stale Doritos. Although that will probably cost me more than just telling him to go buy a bag and leave it open for a few days. Maybe I'll just tell him
Yeah,
to do that.
but the worst part is he's gonna have to pay tariffs on your Doritos.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. No, I'll have to pay the tariff on the Doritos.
No,
Yeah,
he's
the
the one
tariff is
receiving
the
them.
tariff. No, it's the person sending it that it's the carrier has to charge for the tariff ahead of time. That's what they. Anyway. All right.
Well,
Um,
you just tell Matt, hey, I'm sending you something, but you need to pay the tariff. It's $5, but it's a surprise.
yeah. Lego ideas. There's actually only 3 sets of
Oh,
ideas this
three!
week.
The
But
threshold at 10,000 is just wonderful.
basically, at the end of the month, the end of August is the end of this qualifying round. Um, and they're already up to 139 according to this, but including these ones. But yeah,
139,
so then we might hit
10
150.
times.
Sorry.
10,000, 139
Yeah, 10,000.
multiplied by 10,000.
Yeah, I can add some extra zeros behind there. Although my math on the banner was off when I first created it, so by a million instead of a billion. Anyways, so yeah, a couple more projects have been added. First up is the Kingdom of Sliding, the Penguin Zoo by Jagamax. I mean, this one's kind of cute. A penguin sanctuary to penguin zoo, which is kind of interesting. And this one, I do have to say, I have a fondness for this. The Armor of Honor by Brian B5124, and this one, sorry, was with Jagamax. I think I did say that. Um, so yeah, only a couple in this one, but like I said, this one is appealing to me. I don't know why,
I think the
but
armor is better. It's a better looking set, and has more chance of going do more chance to being developed as a set than
yeah,
the penguin thing, because I can see people buying the armored thing just to put them. put it on their shelves because
Yeah,
it looks absolutely gorgeous.
as a shelf warmer, as a shelf sitter, this one is
Yeah,
beautiful. Yes,
yeah.
agreed. Um, so
Because
yeah,
I have figurines like that
Mhm.
on my shelves upstairs.
Yeah, I do agree with that one. All right, next up, and yeah, Waxbot was also saying that that's going to be a lot of disappointed builders that have, especially builders that were added earlier in this period where there was like 10 or 20 people. Now there's like more than they've ever had. So, all right, and guess what? This is now 140 as of October, August 23rd. Um, and there's a Deltarune, Deltarune, Battle Against the Roaring Knight by Snom. I'm not really sure what this is.
Noom.
Must be some game related thing based on the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've never really heard of it. And another supernatural diorama or supernatural TV show diorama in this case for Sammy, which looks like I guess the house where they're in plus their car.
I'm guessing Supernatural has a lot of like followers on
Oh
either
yeah,
TikTok or some
yeah.
social media platform,
It's
and
a fairly popular
those
show.
builders are just feeding them
Everything.
ideas,
Yeah,
everything, and those people are just saying, "Oh yes, I want this as a
yeah,
set," but
yeah.
I mean, they're
It,
not Lego collectors. They're probably not. So
yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what Lego does at the end of this period. Like if they're gonna, I wonder if they're gonna pause ideas for a little bit so they can figure it out. But I don't know.
just
Also this week,
raise the threshold. I mean,
yeah, yeah, that
it's
would be ideal.
ridiculous.
Also this week is this one, which was a single one that hit 10K, which is a Subaru Impreza World, WRC World Rally Champion by Tomel. The build is based on the iconic rally car from the 90s and is true to its looks. This project is 142 that have reached the LEGO Ideas second 2025 review stage. We are now less than a week left to qualify. This one, if they made it, I would buy it, hands down,
Because it's the car.
because it's a car. It's I think it's I can't tell if it's the right scale for the other larger car sets that they've got, but it is also a very beautiful build. I think it's a little bit smaller in scale, but it's an iconic car as well. The
Yeah,
Subaru
definitely.
Impreza has always been
Yeah,
a
I
car that
had an ex colleague who was into these kind of performance car, and
yeah
he test drove one, and he test drove a, a Porsche 911, and he said the only difference between the two cars
yeah
was the brakes. The brakes were better on the Porsche, but
yeah
other than that, the Subaru
yeah.
kind of
So
topped
he really
topped
test drove it
the
if
911.
he got the brakes tested the brakes
Yep,
hard enough. But
yep.
yeah, I mean I know Porsches have huge brakes and and stuff. But yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, make this a set, please. Although at the same time, I would rather hold out for them to build the actual scale in for this car as well,
Yeah.
because it is very iconic. But all right, double insider points. Let's just make sure that that's still going. Yeah, it goes to the end of August. I couldn't see that in the article, but Legos has double insider points right now till the end of the month on certain sets, not everything.
Certain
Uh,
sets,
yeah, for
certain
certain
sets
sets.
that are usually not very popular.
Well, I mean, some of these I thought were kind of interesting, as well as a slew of promotions. There's Lego Friends Nova Doghouse build, Polybag with a $40 purchase in Friends. Um, there's the
Which is
Toucan for
just
Creator.
an ugly set. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, there's a Creator 3-in-1. Sorry, there's a Toucan set with purchase of $40 in
Tony the
Creator 3-in-1
Toucan.
or Bionic or Bionicle or Botanicals. Wow. Um, and then the Simpsons house, they've also the Simpsons living room scene. They've also brought back if you buy the Krusty Burger set. Um, yeah, what he said. They're also offering double insider points for the following themes: City Dreams, Friends, or Ninjago. Oh, I didn't realize that it was actually on some themes as well. Okay, that makes it better. In addition, you can also earn double insider points in the following sets: And I think these are pretty much North American too. When I was
The
going through the picture,
sunflower,
the sunflower, the botanical bouquet, Disney.
Disney.
That's Bell's Castle. The Blacktron Renegade.
Woohoo!
The shuttle. Yeah, that's what I was saying. A few of these aren't too bad. The aircraft
Woohoo!
shuttle carrier. The Twilight House as a building is a nice house. So I mean,
Yep.
and then the steamboat and the T Rex fossil. So it's not horrible. I thought you were frustrated.
No, I'm doing the
Um,
T-Rex.
it's not horrible. I'll have to say. So, what the choices are. Okay, next up there is this actually. I noticed this the other day, or I don't remember where I saw this, but there's a new Lego minifigure visual guide coming out with updated and
Updated and
expanded.
expanded, which is like the 23rd revision of that guide
Uh, but it comes with a Blacktron 2 character
with
um,
legs.
with printed legs, torso, and he's also has a Blacktron logo on his helmet.
Oh,
Um, so I was like, huh. I don't think. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know what's is any of this already been out in production?
nope.
So it's all new.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, they don't really give much here. There's no other images. They do, and no parts listed either. I think I saw it on Instagram. Someone had a better picture of the Blacktron 2 figure, or of the Blacktron figure, I should say. But yeah, it does say exclusive right there, anyhow. So yeah, could be an interesting thing that may have to be bought. U.S. retail is for $39.99. So what's that going to be, like $700 Canadian?
It could also end up in listing of some particular order that we cannot talk about.
Oh yeah, well the people that are involved in that type of ordering system. So, but yeah. Also on Lego's website, there's currently a sweepstakes for 10,000 points, which is $100. Is my math right there? Hold
Probably not available in Quebec again.
well, I don't know. You might want to click on it. Yeah, that's about $100 in Lego. Let's just see. Excludes Quebec. So it's
Why am I
eligible.
not surprised? I'm gonna eat my
Oh,
Dorito.
hold on. Eligible countries: Canada, Denmark, Estonia, France, uh, Germany, Republic of Ireland, Netherlands, Norway, Australia. Oh, they did include the states. Okay. Um, anyways, you basically there you can have up to 10 chances to win. All you do is like go to their reward center page. It's free to do it. I did it today. I just entered quantity 10, hit enter, and sent it away. It doesn't cost anything. Of course, I'm not in Quebec, so my apologies, Dave. You know what? Is it worth the drive to Ontario? It's not that far away. You don't have to go that far into Ontario. Just can I ask you a question? If you
Sure.
actually go to this page, if you go there through your account, can you not just still do it?
Wait, wait. I'm gonna check.
Do you want the link?
I'm gonna put you on this on another screen.
I'll throw the link here in chat. I think I can do that. Yes, it worked. Nope. Yes, it worked. It disappeared for a split second and then it came back. Is it just? I wonder if it's just one of those. If you win, you can't actually win, right?
Yeah. If I win,
Or
they
is it?
gonna
Or is it actually matching your address to make sure that you're not in Quebec? I'm wondering if they're that
wait, wait, wait.
sophisticated. I'm waiting. Well, I'll keep on talking. I'm not going to stop talking while you do that. But
Rick fan.
in the States, though, you're not going to get 10,000 points. You're going to get a tariffed version of that. So I'm sarcastic, of course. But I'm mad at the States right now because we're not getting our bricks sent to us. Um, Next up, I did see there was they've done a review of the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse characters. I don't know if you're interested in looking at them a little bit more closely,
Yeah,
Dave.
sure.
Okay. Um, First of all, transparent orange base that they come in on, which I think it will be very handy. That alone is probably worth getting the set of figs. Well, or at least getting the base. I don't know. It's not printed. It's just trans orange. Um, so I'm not going to read off all the names of the characters. I'm just kind of looking at the characters themselves. Even though the names are here, I just don't want to do that much talking. But first up is Miles Morales. Look at that. I just read the name off. And it looks like sorry. Oh, okay. It's just there's another set that comes with Miles Morales, and they're saying there's two different torso versions. So the one in this one has electricity running through the torso area, whereas the original one doesn't. So, are you still trying to click that link, Dave?
Well, you sent me the link to the Brick Fan. So
Yeah. Oh, do you want the actual insiders link?
yeah, because it
Oh,
brings
hold
me
on.
back to the US version of the website.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me go rewards.
CA.
Yeah, you just have to change the URL, but there it is, 10,000.
Okay. Yeah, I can redeem it. It says redeem reward, so I can actually redeem it, but it says excluding Quebec. So I think I can enter the sweepstake,
Yeah.
but I won't win.
Well, I mean, it doesn't cost anything. What happens if you win? What are you going to say? You could always say, well, the law is different now, and you just haven't updated your site. Like, you haven't updated the rules. But anyway. Um, okay,
And
we
it
can close
says
that.
I accept the terms of service.
Well, there you go. Even though you disagree with them. Oh, and the other thing I didn't. Steve was like, "Don't bother. I'm winning the points." Yeah, you're winning the points, but we're going to tariff them before they get to you.
Yep,
Yeah.
40% tariff.
I also forgot to
So you're
mention.
just getting 60, say 6,000 points.
Yeah. I also forgot to mention the Canadian Brick Builder logo. I put a background behind it, and I decided to kind of put a circle around it, but the thing cuts off. That's why it's kind of like a weird looking shape. Because
Mexican.
it brings back or makes the logo a little clearer to see at least. But anyways, I'll have to work on that and make it a square, I guess. But okay, yeah. So Miles Morales,
Spider-Man figures.
Spider-Man figures comes with a spider, go figure, and a hairpiece and a separate head, which is pretty cool.
He's mad.
There is Spider Punk, which I think the
Spider-Punk.
hair, I think the mohawk thingy we've had before in something else. I recall
No, I
seeing.
don't. I think it's a new piece because the previous Mohawk it covered the whole stud.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe. Huh. Well, it probably does say that here, but anyways, the element is usually wrapped around the stud, which reminds you of Yondu's minifigure. However, this piece is made from rubber, so it does not feel entirely secure to me. Yeah, and he comes with another hairpiece and head as well. Prowler, again, other hair and headpiece. Dual molded arms. Hair's kind of cool. Comes with the record. We have Spider Gwen. I said I was going to read the names. I'm reading the names.
Spider Gwen.
She comes with a
Spider
picture
Gwen.
of her and Spidey or Miles, which is pretty cool. And another. Oh, that's a cool hairpiece. I like that.
Yeah, I love that hairpiece. And
Yeah,
it's really custom made for her. So
yeah. Especially with the pink on the edge. Oh, that's pretty
yep.
cool. Cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that character. I
Yeah.
mean,
We have Miguel
Spider
O'Hara.
Gwen is one of my favorite characters from
Yeah.
these movies. So
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed her from the Inside the Spider Verse or the Spider Verse movies.
yep.
I haven't really seen her outside of that. I mean,
No,
variations of her,
me
I guess.
neither. Me neither. But in the movies, I think it's
Yeah,
one of the great
coolest
characters. I think
characters.
it's
Yep,
even greater than Miles Morales. So
yep. Miguel O'Hara, Spider Man 2099. Uh, I like how they have like the digital pictures behind his hands. Or oh no, maybe that's a cape. That's a cape. Sorry, just realized. Although it's not wearing it there. Yeah, okay. He has a cape and he's got a trans orange mini figure. And again, hair and head, different face prints. Spider-Man India, the cup,
cup of tea.
no face, no extra face. Oh
No.
yeah, okay,
Oh
there we
yeah,
go. And Spider Cat. I'm assuming that's what the cat's called.
Spider.
Spider Cat. Cyborg Spider Woman, which I have no reference for this one at all. Really, maybe it's from the Spider-Verse movies, but
Yeah, I think it is
no idea.
due to Spider-Verse.
Obviously, no extra hair or heads for this because it's a cyborg. Sun Spider. I had to read through a little bit to get that. Oh, that's a cool cap. It's just a cap backwards. Sorry, I just realized.
Yeah.
Is it sitting at the weird angle though? It is.
Oh.
It is a new mold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a backwards cap, but
it's molded to be on an angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like you were wearing a cap backwards, and you could not wear it forward.
Yeah.
With that mold.
Yeah. So Spider Bite, the new helmet.
Spider Bite.
And two different hair pieces, and the head, obviously. Peter B. Parker. This one, I'm looking forward to this one too because he's in his robe, and it comes with the Spider Baby. This was Mayday or Mayday Parker.
Yeah,
it's kind of cute. The Web Slinger comes with a lasso, so that's not really much new other than the print. Oh yeah, it comes with that horse with the printed Spider-Man face.
Yeah, and he says it in a movie because I don't want people to recognize him.
And last but not least, the Werewolf Spider-Man. Again,
Spider-Wolf. Spider-Wolf.
Wouldn't it be Spider-Man Wolf? Spider-Wolf?
I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, I will get a set of these just because I'm going to buy a box and I'm selling the other ones off to
Costco.
Waiting for the Costco deal on that one. But I have to say, I'm not. I don't think I would really get many extra characters. I might get an extra Gwen or something just for the hairpiece and the character. But there's nothing in here that it's like, oh, I must have more than one of those. Gwen and the baby one.
Maybe. Yeah, I think a set is enough.
Yeah.
You don't need like multiple of.
No, agreed. So.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm gonna get a box and sell the.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the Willy Wonka set that got announced on the Thursday after our chat. Which is actually based on the original Willy Wonka movie from like the 80s-ish era. I'm not sure what the actual era, but the Gene Wilder version.
Wilder, yeah.
I think that's the right name. Anyways, it's released.
And I actually prefer that version to the Johnny Depp version.
Yeah, I figure more people are more familiar with the Johnny Depp version these days than this version, but. What is? Sorry. I gotta stop going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning doing brickling stuff. But anyways, so released September 15th. The set has 2,025 pieces and retail for $219.99 US. The set was the winner of the Lego Ideas third 2023 review stage, designed by 2PPL/Brickup. And was the second time it was submitted by a fan designer before it was chosen. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
It's very movie accurate.
Yeah.
Because I was looking through the pictures and it's movie accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna get that set? Probably not.
Yeah.
And
71.
I mean, I'm like I said, I'm a fan of the movie, not like the biggest fan.
Yeah.
But I liked it better than the Johnny Depp version. But I'm not gonna buy a Lego set based on that movie.
Fair enough.
And I'm not that big of a fan, but like I said, it's movie. I think it's movie accurate. I think it looks great. The figs look great. It has lots of nice parts in it, interesting parts, I think, but
and we have
not my cup of tea, unfortunately.
Actually, no, I didn't even bother with the part review of that one. I don't think. But yeah, and yeah, it was the 1971 movie. Sorry, I think I said 80s. I think originally.
So it was before your time and my time. So.
Yeah.
We weren't
Um,
even born yet.
the interesting thing was if this was built based on the Johnny Depp movie, then there would have been two sets announced this week for Johnny Depp's or for Johnny Depp. So um, I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, oh look, he's got another set, and then I realized, oh no, wait, this one's the older version of the
The
movie. So
Gene Wilder version.
Gene Wilder, yeah. So and yeah, the chocolate waterfall moves by turning of devices and Oompa Loompas and cane sugar, which is
Oompa
just a sticker.
loompa doopity doo. I got a question for you. Oompa loompa doopity doo. Are you gonna buy this set for you?
Nope. All right, I mentioned the Jack Sparrow set,
What
um,
are you doing?
the Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. They didn't call it the Black Pearl. We don't know why. Was officially announced. It is definitely black. Has lots of black in it. This is kind of an interesting price point, and 10365. Let me just look this up in Canadian.
I would say four 19.99.
450.
Oh, 450.
450 for 2,862 pieces. I know I've heard a lot of Americans complaining already, saying that the 2,862 pieces for 379.99 US is really expensive. Releasing September 12th as well. It features the Black Pearl, also known as the Wicked Wench. I didn't know it was called the Wicked Wench. Also, from Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise, has 8 minifigures including Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Gibbs, Cotton, uh, Anna Maria, Marty, Elizabeth Swan, and Hector Barbosa. Starting on September 12th, you can also get the Compass gift for purchase with your set, which is the next article. So we'll look at that in a minute. The interesting thing about this, there's a couple of interesting things. It is on a stand, but there is a visible, like the whole bottom part of the ship is built upside down, and the top part of the ship can be removed. So you can actually place it flat on the surface, so it looks like it's in water. The characters are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
the
and the
price
compass,
point is that you're paying for the figs.
yeah.
Because
Are there not any more pictures? Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, that's on the stand, and then it separates there, so you can put it on the ground. Also, there's a couple of wheels here on the side that when you turn it, the cannons actually pop out. They're not Lego cannons; they're brick built cannons, but they look pretty decent. I don't know if we can actually see it in here. Let's just see if we can get a better picture. Actually, I know there was a video of the motion, so let's just go into here for a minute. Go to videos. Um, why is it doing it like this? I'm muted. Um, I'm just going to try and scroll here. Here we go. So yeah, the cannons
oh,
pop out
cool.
on both sides.
Ooh,
There's 2 wheels, one for each side. So I thought that was pretty cool. And like it separates, you can access the back of the ship. Um, and yeah, I mean it's very well detailed. It's very
definitely.
black though, so it's really hard to see any of those details. I would say. But I also I think Jane Bricks was doing a talk about it, or maybe no, it was Tiago was doing a review of it and was saying that you could easily take this design, take the instructions, and build it with a brown hull and like regular colors. The only thing you have issues with is the sails, but I know there's third-party people that will sell sails for different ships. So I wonder how long it'll take before they produce different colored sails for
Are
this
they
set.
brick build sales or
No, they're
they're
cloth.
cloth sales?
They're fully cloth. Yeah. Well, you can kind of see here.
Why
So
it's just
they're
gonna
like
take a few days and you're gonna get third party sales.
well, as soon as one of the third parties gets a copy of the sales, then yeah,
Yeah.
they can make copies of them. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it's a beautiful looking set. It's not something I would buy because other than Pirates of Barracuda Bay, the shipwreck set I bought a few years ago, and it's sitting up on my shelf, but it's collecting dust anyhow. So,
Hmm.
and it's still up there because I don't use much brown or black. So, all right, and that, as mentioned, the compass gift with purchase as well, which is
That
151
the
pieces.
compass that doesn't point north.
Yeah, well, It's accurate then, because this one doesn't either. Uh, should be available September 12th, but there's no end.
Will it point to your heart's desire, though?
Well, it's got 3 points to it, so oh no, I guess that's the actual wheel below. But it depends if your heart's desire is forward, left, or right, then yes. Um, but yeah, it should be available September 12th, but there's no end date announced. I'm assuming they're the thought is that they're probably going to sell out anyhow.
Yeah, they're gonna
Um,
sell out that on the first day.
yeah, so I mean it's okay, it's cool. If I was buying the ship, yeah, I'd buy it ahead of time or buy it right away so I could get this. But I mean, I'm not buying the ship to get this. It's not like a to
No,
me. It's meh. Um,
it's
I
a
mean, it's
nice to
cool.
have.
Yeah, cool. So,
Nice
all
to
right.
have, but not like essential.
As mentioned, this actually dropped a new elementary a few days ago. Pick a Brick Standard Bricks service is halted in North.
Wasn't it yesterday?
Well, August 25th.
Oh,
They're in the UK though, so they probably posted it. It probably just it was overnight that it posted, or well, maybe
yeah.
not over their night. I don't know. But yeah, um, Pick a Brick Standard elements have stopped in North America, Canada, and the United States. So the PAB individual element online ordering system has a successful year in respect to new features and improvements, but a challenging time with the but a challenging time with the fulfillment of orders. Just as things seem to be back on track, there's a fresh woe for customers in the U.S. and Canada today. Thousands of standard elements have been removed from the sale, and it seems the root cause may be the change in tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. Yeah, Trump, the Compass would be $50 on Kijiji soon enough. Yeah. And Waxbot's also saying, sorry, I didn't miss these. Any sane person prefers the Gene Wilder version. Um, so on the North American PAB stores, standard elements are those stored and shipped from the European warehouse in Billund, where bestseller elements are in the U.S. and Chicago. For the rest of the world, there is no such distinction. Everything comes from Europe. I think it comes from Poland in Europe.
Yeah.
The Trump government has suspended something called the de minimis exemption, where packages with a value less than a US $800 can enter without paying customs duty or taxes. Now tariffs have to be paid prior to arrival, and it's up to the postage carrier to ensure this happens. As a result, postage carriers in Denmark and other countries are suspending all deliveries there because of the short window given to them by the US to alter their business practices before that comes into effect on the 29th in 2 days. We have not had any official statement from Lego Group yet about this and how it affects customers. However, thousands of standard elements have been removed from the service today. There are less than 2,000 standard elements still available, but would not recommend purchasing them before they disappear. So at the time of writing this, Canada, regrettably, the same applies for in Canada. Thousands of elements have been removed. Obviously, this is not the case of Canadian tariffs. Presumably, the whole PAB stock market management system is geared towards treating North America as a single entity. After all, who could have predicted they'd never treat one country so differently and at such short notice? And the rest of the world is not affected. Really, other than they're saying 350 elements have been removed from PAB sites in the rest of the world today, but apparently these are simply out of stock rather due to unusual problems. So I mean, good for Bricklink sellers, assuming you have parts that people want
Well, good for Bricklink sellers in the States if
in the
you're
state. Well, yeah.
still selling in the States.
Well, in Canada too. I mean, like any Canadian
Well,
people are probably going to order
yeah,
from Canadian Bricklink
Canadian brick
stores,
sellers who sell to other
assuming
Canadian
you have
companies.
the parts that people want that are new, because
Yeah,
like it's right.
that's
Anyway, sorry.
the other part.
And hi, Karma. Sorry, I didn't actually say hi to you when you posted the $50 Compass thing. So yeah, and Lego achieves double-digit growth in the first half of 2025. In our banner, it's 7.5 billion Canadian. I did the math. Dave doesn't want to rant about it, so he's just going to eat chips. But the Lego Group has announced their earnings for the first half of 2025, and as I'm saying this, I'm actually going to open up the Brickset article because I can zoom in on the pictures a lot better. Let's just actually open that whole article. So yeah, their performance, uh, is their profit down compared to last year? Do you know, Dave?
Of course not.
34.6 billion in revenue, which is up 12%. So I guess it's up, which is 7.5 billion Canadian for the half year. Their operating profit is 9 billion DKK, 10% higher, um, and 13% increase in consumer sales. So good for them. They're still Lego is still popular, but you know, I don't have anything other to say to that. They are on track for the new factory in Virginia in 2027. And I also noted here that they're introducing RSEDs to make Lego tires made from old fishing nets, rope, and engine oil. So the tire compounds are going to change in the future as well. Um,
Yeah, but they keep announcing these things like the paper bags for
yeah,
the
which
bricks,
haven't actually made it to North America
and
yet.
I haven't seen one yet
Yeah, I am buying a set in the state in Europe just so I can get paper bags because I haven't had the experience yet. So
because and it was announced like 2 years ago,
yeah, probably 3 or 4.
and
Um,
it's still not in effect.
uh,
So
it,
don't tell me, and okay, I'm gonna piss off right now.
Go ahead.
Don't tell me they
I'll have a
don't
drink.
have the resources to put that in place, or they had like a stockpile of plastic bags that they had to do away before changing to paper bags. Is that's not true? True, you're going through your stock. You're you're selling out on many sets, and you're telling us, oh, we had to change the we had to go through our stockpile of plastic bags, and then we had to change it.
Well, I mean, that was always our assumption. I don't know that they've ever said that. That was always my assumption that they were going through their backlog of plastic bags. But I mean, obviously, there's other issues or there's other reasons. I would think. We'll see if there's anything else in here because they don't
It's
talk about it at all
in
in
my
here.
opinion, it's my like I don't have any inside information. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of greenwashing because they're a plastic company and they're greenwashing us and saying, "Hey, we're using paper bags." No, you're not. You're using paper bags for like sets that are worth like $1,000,
Yeah.
and not for the sets you're selling most of, which is are the little sets that are 50, 60 or $100. So
Um,
you're just greenwashing us with that propaganda saying, "Well, we're turning green," and now you're announcing that you're going to change the tires, and you're not even doing that. It's going to come in like 5 years. We're going to see the first tires that are based on recycled material. But so stop it.
well,
I
and it's
mean,
not like we're going to know that the tires are different, right? Paper bags versus plastic bags. That's something we can visually see, but
I
yeah.
mean,
Um,
the trees, the sprout trees were supposed to be made of recycled material. They announced that like 5 years ago,
well,
and still haven't seen those
how do you know that they're not made out of recycled material? They are
because
making them.
because they aren't, because they stopped making them.
Oh, did they actually stop that?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because they found it was even more environmentally unfriendly or something, right?
yeah.
The process. Yeah, I remember that now. So yeah, revenues were higher compared to the first quarter of last year, um, which obviously that's what the thing had said anyhow. But
I mean, operating profit 9 billion Danish crown.
yeah,
So that's a that's
so
what
20
like
20%. Yeah, 20% of that is Canadian. Would be is that right? Yeah,
so like
yeah,
so
like a hundred
you get
dollars. A
like
hundred dollars
more.
DKK is 20 Canadian ish. So
So
those,
about more than $1 billion in
yeah,
profit. In
yeah.
profit. That's directly into your pockets. Profit. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not revenues. It's profit. So you're
Yes.
making $1 billion, more than $1 billion Canadian, in profit on just the first half of the year. And
Yeah.
you're telling us, oh, it's complicated to put paper bags in our set. It's complicated to reduce the size of the boxes. Come on, Lego. Stop greenwashing us and
Yeah.
put
Almost two.
your money where your mouth is and invest in green technologies.
Almost 2 billion. 1.9 billion.
Profit.
Let's see if there's
And
anything
and
else.
and, and they say, oh yeah, what we announce a new plan. Profit means that your plant that you announce is already accounted for and paid for.
Yeah. Sorry. This is the new office in Boston that they've got. Looks pretty fancy. Um,
Of
anything else?
course, they have money to spend, but
Yeah, and I mean, yes, please make Lego less expensive. Also means that there won't be any Lego on the shelves because people will be buying so much of it. More people will be buying. I don't know. When you're so big, it's beneath them to disclose anything that counter signals the message. Anyway,
I mean,
I mean, we're happy that they're
I
doing
guess,
well.
yeah, but I'm happy they're doing well. But my point is, because I never said they couldn't make money.
Yeah,
My point is, don't greenwash us
yeah,
when you're making 9 billion Danish crown or more than $1 billion, close to $2 billion profit in the first half of 2025, and you're greenwashing us saying, "Oh, we're doing all these things," but you're doing nothing. I mean, in real life, where's the change? Where are these environmental issues? Where is that step to make the planet better? You're not. You're
yeah. I,
greenwashing us. You're misinforming us and telling us you're doing all these things, which you're not doing. And don't tell us because you don't have the money. You do have the money. So
I have no argument to that. I'm not like I would argue that, but you know, I'm still hopeful we will get paper bags eventually. Again, I don't know what the
yeah,
situation is.
sometimes in 2030.
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, it kind of depends on the government. Like I'm guessing European governments, maybe some of them have already said we don't want renew. You should be using paper stuff by law or whatever. Like I don't know, like reduce plastic packaging. So that's why they've done it in those countries and not here. But I don't know. Okay, change the subject. The New Elementary did a review of a new 2x2x1 sloped corner, if based on the Sonic the Hedgehog set. And I just thought it'd be a nice piece to talk about because it's just a nice shape. Um, nice way to do a really tight corner on
Comes
a
the
nice.
yellow,
Yes,
yellow.
comes in yellow right now. Despite
Comes
being
the
released in
yellow,
January
yellow.
2025, it's been surprisingly absent in sets. Uh, but why? It hasn't been in a lot of sets. It's only been in the one Sonic set
Because it's
um,
yellow.
in yellow. Yeah, so we're hoping for it in more colors, but yeah, it's only. And I do remember talking about this set a while ago. Orange. Anyway, but yeah, the geometry of it is the same idea as the tile or the macaroni brick. Um, there's not much to it. Like I mean, even the bottom of it is pretty much the same
Yeah.
design. It matches up nicely with the curved brick as well.
I mean,
Um,
it's a nice piece.
yeah,
It's a great part, but
uh, yeah.
it's
And
just
nine
it
months is
comes in yellow.
yeah, and why only in yellow? 9 months is a significant hiatus for the new element that isn't even specialized. One possible explanation is the similarity to the 4x4 brick dome top with round 2x2 recess. Uh, at least when using them in a circle. After all, why use four elements when one will do? Um, Another possibility is that filling in the quarter round cutout can be a bit cumbersome once one option is to use the parts with one module radius, such as the round brick. pictured above in green. Alternatively, there's the Humble Tap that would fit, but there's not a lot of parts that will. There's not a 1x1 brick with a half curve, which would be a nice piece to have. It's closely related to a few other pieces. And it now completes the curve family. Speaking of which, the 3x3 is only available, I think, in yellow and a few other colors. No, the 4x4. I think that's the new one that came in Bumblebee. And it's not available in a lot of colors. I want all these in light gray, first of all, but it does allow us to have some nice feature, nice
It's a G.
shapes going. Sorry.
It's a G.
Yeah, it's a G. Yeah, a little sideways, but
J.
the wrong direction. It almost looks more like an at sign, or what do they say? Fibonacci like spiral. That's probably a better way. They used them here in a Micro Slave 1 mock, which looks pretty nice. Actually, it's quite the technical build too.
Yeah. Kudos on the guy who made that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was looking at that gray piece going, what is that? But that's an elastic band. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully we'll see more of this piece. I have some ideas of it, like I said, in gray for curbs and stuff like that, for city stuff. There's a few pieces that if Lego were to actually come out with in the colors I want, that I'd be jumping back into city pretty quick to work on roads. All right.
In gray or dark gray would be cool for engines too.
Yeah, for engines and stuff, for cowls, things like that. Agreed. We better keep getting paper instructions. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If they keep on giving us plastic bags, they better keep up with the paper instructions. That one I can 100% concur with. Not just because I sell my instructions after I've used them, but I like using the paper instructions. I don't like having a laptop around. Takes up more space sometimes than an instruction does. Depends on the size of the instructions, I guess. But
and sometimes when you're away in your hotel room and you have nothing to do because you're away at business,
yeah,
it's nice to have a Lego set with paper instructions.
yeah. Or if you're touring Europe, good point. As I said that, I'm just checking my email because over the weekend I also booked the last few things, or tried to book the last few things. I booked we booked our car in Germany, the train from Hamburg to Copenhagen, and I also booked the car rental from Copenhagen back to Copenhagen for their city center. And
what you're driving back?
Well, in Germany we have an Audi, and we were trying to get like an Audi Q5, I think, just because why not?
Hey.
And in Copenhagen, I'm trying to get a BMW X5, X3. I can't remember which it is, but I placed I put the request in, and instead of it going to my credit card right away, it was like we're going to verify if this vehicle is available, because I'm getting it from the city center in Copenhagen because our hotel is literally a block away. And it came back like I'd asked for the X5 hybrid because I'm like, why not, right? And I got an email back a few days later saying this order's been canceled with no explanation.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, like at least say, vehicle not available, or here's an alternate vehicle we can maybe put you in. So I went back on the site again yesterday and basically said, okay, the regular non-hybrid version, sent the request away. I don't know what's going to happen. Luckily, the airport's 20 minutes away, and we're right at the train station, so we could take a train to the airport, or like get a shuttle to the airport and get a car there, which is my next goal. But it's just one of those, like, why does it have to be that annoying? It's like the last thing I need. I bought my tickets for Legoland Germany, and I bought the pass for Lego House / Legoland Billund, because they have a group or a double pass for that, where you can 2 for 1, not 2 for 1, but so I'm basically done, and now it's just figuring out that last car rental and just figuring out what to possibly do while we're in some of the cities, because a few cities we're in for a day. I mean, Copenhagen, we're there for 3 days. So that will be a nice break. And Billund, we're there for 3 days. But for like most of Germany, it's like one day, one day we're like
But
Hamburg. We're gonna stop at Hanover for lunch and Hamburg for dinner, stay overnight, and then get on a train.
are
Like,
you gonna get a
but
hamburger?
no, maybe I should order one. No,
No, you should get a
a lot
sausage.
a lot of that also was I would prefer to go visit Copenhagen and spend some time in Copenhagen versus Germany. Like, I mean, I don't know why. It just to me, Copenhagen seems like a much prettier place to be. I guess we are staying when we first fly in. We're staying in Frankfurt for the day, and then the next day we're driving like an hour to a small castle-y type city called Heidelberg.
Ooh,
So that will be a nice one because it's a short drive, and it's a very picturesque village type thing. And so I'm looking forward to that one. And then after that, the next day is Legoland for the day, and then we drive 2 hours. Like, so it's 2 hours to Legoland, and then 2 hours north to another town. I forget what it's called, where we're basically staying the night, and then jump into the car again. And then like that next day, we're up in Hamburg, and then we jump on the train. 3 days Copenhagen, 3 days Billund, Scarabek on the way back from Billund, which isn't really on the way back, but anyway, little
you're making
detour.
the detour, yeah.
Yeah, and then um, we're staying kind of in between Copenhagen, Scarabek on the last night. Well, 2 nights. The second last night, we're staying kind of in between, and I think we're going to probably venture on that last day before we get to Copenhagen again. We'll probably venture to an island called Mon, MON, which has like very cliffside, like very steep cliffs type thing on the edge of the water, and it looks like from pictures it looks pretty nice. Trying to figure out where to go on that island to see things, but in general, it's a pretty filled week. The first part of the trip is going to be pretty busy, and then it'll quiet down for the second part a bit. Um, so
Well,
yeah,
I'm
I'm looking.
excited for you, Jeff.
Yeah,
I
me
think you're
too.
gonna have a nice trip.
Me too. It all depends on what my roof quote is or my chimney quote is though too, because it is expensive. So it's like I can't buy a Lego. I got to buy a new chimney. No. Um,
Tear it down. Be done with it.
well, yeah, I'm gonna look into that as well, maybe depending on what this quote is. Um,
I mean, are you gonna use your fireplace?
no, well, my fireplace is capped off. I can't.
Well,
So I can put an insert in and do like a little electric fireplace or whatever, but um, I mean, based on the fact that there's a metal cap on the top of my fireplace on the chimney,
yeah,
like I guess something flew in there or it wasn't safe anymore, so they just
yeah, yeah.
put that on there. So I've never been able to use my fireplace. Also explains why I've never had cold drafts come in from the fireplace necessarily, or at least that much because it's sealed off. So yeah, I mean, I might look into capping it off. So I don't know, but yeah, that's it. I think I don't know. Anything you want to talk about some more? Or?
No, I'm gonna have to drop actually because I have to get my daughter from choir
Oh,
practice.
geez.
So
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Well, why don't we end the show here then?
yes.
Thank you for coming out
Hey, you're
today,
welcome,
joining us. Thank you, everybody, also
Matt.
for.
You missed out on the Doritos.
Like I said, I have some, but they're stale. That's why I still have them. So, but anyways, thank you, everybody, for coming out. We will be back next week. And yeah, it'll be September by then. So, fun times. All right.
Like
We'll
and
talk to
subscribe.
everyone. Like and subscribe. Sure. You can do that. All the 6 people watching. It was 9 earlier, but anyways, thanks everybody for